Good morning. It's a real pleasure to see all of you back after 2 years. So do you feel the same? My name is Saravana Kumar, and welcome to Integrate 2022. After 2 years of COVID, we all know it's a bit of it's not great for running events. So for the last 2 years, we managed to do it more of an online one, and this year we really wanted to take a bit of a bet. Typically, we do double the size of this event, but this year we were not sure how things are going to turn up. So we had to just start with small, but it's overflowing now. So we planned for 200. I think we are about 240 to 250 people now. So they're actually going to find more chairs. That's a really good thing for an event to come back. So just a quick intro about myself. For some of you might be new to this space and may not know the background of who we are and who I am. So my name is Saravana Kumar. I'm the founder and CEO of Covai.co. So people are aware of BizTalk 360 and Serverless 360. And Covai.co is the umbrella brand which runs we run the products. So I'm also a BizTalk Server, not BizTalk Server, I'm an MVP. So it transformed into multiple disciplines over a period of 15 years. So since 2007, I'm an MVP. Started with BizTalk and then different disciplines. And now I think everybody called Azure MVPs now. So I'm one of the Azure MVPs. Just about a little bit about the company. So it's originally founded in 2011. So it started off with a single product called BizTalk 360. So I know a lot of people been following us for nearly 10 years now, because the integration community generally is a very close-knit community, and pretty much we know all each other, especially people coming from the BizTalk days. We all know each other, and some of the family friends are also there for the past 10 years. So originally we started back in 2011, and then as a single founder, I started the company, and then we were about 5 people for a year or so, and then to about 30, and we gradually grown, and today we are about 240 people, grown into 240 people company. So we got 3 products in the company. We actually consolidated. We used to have many, but it's difficult to focus when you have too many. So we consolidated into 3 core products. And customers-wise, we got over 2,000 customers worldwide. So pretty much, we do business in 60, 70 countries now. So just a quick recap on our products. BizTalk 360, people are well aware. How many of you are still using BizTalk, still on BizTalk? It's good. It's normally I get, the numbers diminishing, but good to see still 50-50. So we have product BizTalk 360, which is a platform for operations, monitoring, and management of BizTalk Server. We provide a web interface. That's a core product. And 2015-16, we started something called Serverless 360. It's a similar kind of a concept, providing a better operation tool for people who are working on the Microsoft Azure, especially the serverless stack, like functions, API management, logic apps, and service bus, and those kind of things. And Document 360 is actually one out of the blue. It's nothing to do with integration, but it's going pretty fast within the company. It's a self-service knowledge base, so people coming from technical background, you can relate to something like Confluence. But it's more of a public-facing knowledge base and internal wiki kind of a product. So these are the 3 products we are currently focusing as a company. So I wanted to touch base on a little bit about the event itself. Since there are some new people in the audience, I wanted to tell a bit about the event. How did it all started and where we are now. So we can proudly say this is one of the biggest Microsoft integration event in the world. We started small. We right from the beginning, we always kept our focus only on this integration space. Initially, it was purely BizTalk event, and then when the shift started to go more towards cloud, so we have done pretty much all different kinds of stuff in the last 10 years period. So now it's one of the biggest Microsoft integration focused event, and typically a lot of people from Microsoft, the entire integration team will be here, and this become one of a crucial event for people who are in Microsoft integration space. So in terms of audience, so we got close to 250. There are plus or minus 10. So it's about 250 people here in live audience. It's a really great to see. It was it was a bit of a nervous moment when we signed the contract and started doing it, but gradually we managed to. I think we even had somebody signing up on Friday and Saturday for in-person event. So all the way until the last minute, people were the fear of missing out right at the last minute, and they just turned up. And there are about 500 people actually watching live now across 30 different countries. All the way from New Zealand and Australia, a lot of people from US, they all signed up, and then they're watching it. The entire event is telecasted. We got quite a bit of technical crew behind to make it happen, so it's happening right now. And also this year is a very special event for us. We didn't realize, only last week we were discussing and thought, okay, this is actually our 10th year we started this event. So 2012 was the first year we started this event, and then year on year gradually it built up. I think first year was about 50 people, and then 100, and then we moved from 1 day to 2 days, and then 2 days to 3 days, and today it became like a standard 3 days event. Last time. So yeah, I think over a 10-year period, the event has grown up a bit as well, and looking back, once we realized it's a 10th year anniversary, we just wanted to rewind back and see what were the things happened in the last 10 years, and some of the major announcements in Microsoft integration space is being done in this event, even before proper Microsoft events like Build and Ignite. Some of the core announcements related to integration is being done here. So I think when the early stages of Service Bus, I think I remember Dan Rosanova showcasing Java messaging service, and then both the Logic App ICE and Logic App Standard is being announced in this event in the last 2-3 years. BizTalk Server 2020 was announced in this event, and then BizTalk Migrator tool. And the last year or year before, the API management team, they announced that the brand new portal they've been shipping. So a lot of this event becomes more if you are in the integration space, this is the event where the content wise as well as there's a big opportunity to speak. Probably for a lot of the European people, maybe this is the only place where you can interact with the entire Microsoft product group. And that's the connection what we wanted to make and bring the community, the businesses, and then the Microsoft all together in a single place. So I really want to thank some of the people. So of course, definitely the Microsoft team. They've been a great support for us right from the beginning. So personally, I've seen multiple teams in the last 10 years in this space. People come and go, but always they supported our efforts and our community. So I wanted to thank the entire team. I'm going to introduce Balan later, who is a new lead, and he said he brought the entire team. Pretty much, whoever not affected by COVID, the remaining team is here basically. So they brought the entire team here. I wanted to thank them for their support throughout. And the second big support goes to the Microsoft MVP community. So the event is basically, half of the event will be presented by Microsoft, and the remaining half will be presented by somebody in the Microsoft ecosystem, MVP ecosystem. I wanted to thank the entire MVP community. It's a bit funny. I think a couple of years ago, people switched from this side to that side and that side to this side. So I know Wagner and Eldert. Yeah, I think they use Wagner is here. I can't find Eldert. So they used to be here on the MVP side, and now they are playing key roles on the Microsoft Logic Apps and Service Bus. And this side to Microsoft to that side, I know. I think so one person, I guess. Yeah. I think it's it's a very small community, and people, we pretty much know each other. And I also wanted to thank our sponsors. A lot of them are been supportive throughout the last many years. So Codit is one, and then Quebec from Germany. We have Decuru, Phineas, and Cluster Reply, and DevUP and HSO. They've been great supporters for us for a very long time. So I'll quickly go through a couple of other key initiatives what we have done. So people who are still in BizTalk and they are moving from whatever previous version to 2020, we realized there was a big gap, and there's only a bunch of blog posts here and there, and the documentation was not clear. And we spent nearly 2 years writing this book. So we have the authors here, like Tom Cantor, Sandro, and Lex. They are here. If you want to catch up with them, they can, feel free to reach out. It's a massive book, and you can also get the physical copy of the book from the booth as well. If you're working on 2020, this is the one book you probably need. Like, it covers the entire thing, and there's also an online shop if you can buy if you want to. Yeah. And the other thing is something we run it called serverless notes. It's again, it's a small community initiative. Like a lot of tips and tricks and like things what we learn is a lot of things happening. So it's called serverlessnotes.com. So it's a great place to for you to go and check it out. So if you're in this Azure serverless space. With all this thing, without any further ado, we'll get started.
Covey.co